One of the questions that someone within the TRF program asked me was, do people look at you differently when you're on semen retention? Now, if you don't know what semen retention is, it's basically where you refrain from obviously releasing. So no porn, no masturbation, no fornication, nothing like that, just retaining everything. Now, when I say semen retention, for some reason, everybody thinks of, people assume the worst. I don't know why this is, but some people, they just assume the worst and they just relate semen retention to New Age spirituality, right? I don't know, they do some weird stuff in the New Age spirituality, like they release, but they don't really release. I don't know. We don't do none of that New Age here on this channel or in the TRF program. Best believe it. We are followers of Yeshua, followers of Jesus Christ. So we don't play around with the New Age. When I say semen retention, I mean no porn or masturbation, no sex. And every single man, a Christian believer, should be on semen retention. Every single man. So if you're not married, you need to be on semen retention. No ifs, ands, or buts. Jesus says even just looking at a woman lustfully is considered a sin. But going back to the main question, someone asked me, do people look at you differently when you're on semen retention, when you're abstaining? And for me, I'd say 100%. Ever since I started my semen retention journey 3 years ago, I'd say everything has changed. I mean, when I was addicted to lust, when I was addicted to porn and masturbation, it felt like almost like I was spiritually drained. It's almost like people really didn't notice me when I would go outside, when I would go out in public, because I was so spiritually depleted. You see what happens when you go to porn and masturbation, you go to the things of the flesh, when you go to the things of lust, you just deplete yourself so spiritually. That's why afterwards, when you get done with porn and masturbation, you're like, why did I do that? You know, I feel so depleted. I don't feel any energy. I don't feel any ambition. You know, I just feel like doing nothing the whole entire day, because you completely spiritually deplete yourself. You deplete yourself emotionally. I mean, pornography and masturbation, that's cancer, guys. You need to get off of that. Obviously, if you follow my page, you're probably looking to quit, if not have already quit, which is awesome. So keep on pushing. But when I used to be addicted to that stuff, man, no one would even look at me. Nobody would even glance at me. No one would even want to start a conversation with me. And for me, when I was addicted to porn and masturbation, I had a lot of social anxiety. I couldn't really look people in the eye. It was really hard for me to do that. And I was just so shy, so timid. But whenever I quit porn and masturbation, it was just like a light flip, a switch went off, and all of a sudden I started being a lot more charismatic. All of a sudden I started talking in front of a camera. I mean, I could never do this if I was addicted to porn and masturbation. A lot of people ask me, how do I know if you're actually really free from porn and masturbation? I'm like, dude, you can't get up on stage like this, or on stage, but like on camera, and talk about all this stuff and still be addicted to porn and masturbation. Like, yeah, for at least for me, because I would just have so much social anxiety, and I wouldn't be able to do it. So that's how you know that I'm truly free from this. I mean, why would I come up here and lie? And if I start to sweat, guys, sorry, my bad. It's like 105 degrees, but no excuses. We're doing these daily uploads. Let's get it. So yes, people will look at you differently. I'd say even women look at you differently as well. I mean, just people in general just look at you differently. I mean, in a world, everything is spiritual, guys. You got to get off this carnal mindset. You got to get off of this mindset where nothing is spiritual. The book of Ephesians says we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against evil principalities. Everything is spiritual. So in a world where 95% of men go to porn and masturbation, and they're depleting themselves spiritually every single day, and you're the only one who doesn't do it, people are going to notice that in the spirit. They're not going to be able to know what it is. They're not going to be able to explain why it is that you are different, but they're going to feel it, and they're going to feel it. They're going to sense something different about you. So will people look at you differently on semen retention? 100% expect it, but don't do it just because you want to get women. I see too many people in the New Age or Red Pill or whatever other community. They do semen retention because they want to get women. They do semen retention because they want to be noticed. They do semen retention for the wrong reasons. Do semen retention because you want to please God, because you want to abstain for God. You want to wait until marriage for God. Go on monk mode. Stay on semen retention. Do it for the right reasons. Commit to the Lord. Job 31:1 says, I have made a covenant with the Lord to not look at a young woman lustfully. I encourage you guys to do that as well. Will people look at you differently on semen retention? 100% expect it. And when it does happen, stay humble. The Lord says to be humble. The Lord does not say to be prideful and to take advantage of, this. Dang, my phone actually died on me while I was recording this. But what I was saying, be humble. The Lord will exalt you if you are humble. The Lord loves the humble. The book of Proverbs says pride comes before destruction. So stay humble through your semen retention journey, and encourage others to go alongside with it. Build up your kingdom and focus on what matters most to you during this time within your life, whatever that might be for you, whatever the Lord has put in your heart. So focus on that. And that's pretty much it for me. Just wanted to answer that question through a quick video. subscribe, like the video as well. That actually makes a lot of a difference. Now that I'm uploading daily, I need you guys to be liking these videos so that more people can see it. So like the video, I would appreciate that. And if you're not a part, woo, the win is coming in. If you're not a part of the TRF program, first link in the description. If you want help quitting pornography and masturbation, you can find more information on that there. All right, catch you guys in the next one.